It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. His first carry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now it's Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brissett, and that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brissett on first down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 24 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Get 300. Get 300. 58, come on.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. Complete to Hilton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks. And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Rodgers now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively. Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second and a long way to go. Rodgers, and Graham's got it, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go, Pete. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, exit. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Check. Back north. Check. 53's Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Slam. Jam. 53's the Mike. Back north. 53's the Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Chad Williams. Results in a 4th down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. As time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to pour it on. Crosby connects on the extra point. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Push him back.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll run it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Flush to his right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Staying on the ground with Mack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Hines. He's got a 1st down or more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They run with Hines. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Montravius Adams. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's into the clear. The 30. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on second down. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Brissett. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 58, Mike.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Going for a right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Hines, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Brissett. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Mike 50, huh?
Mike 50, Mike.
Brissett now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
This is caught inside the 15. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Campbell making the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Brissett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finding room at the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
88.
We got 4. We got 4. Jam.
Take 30.
50.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good